This is the oven-ready pie.
Remember that oven-ready deal the Prime Minister promised during the election campaign? Well, it turns out it wasn't completely heated through. And now the government is set to pass a controversial new law that could cut the EU out of jointly completing the job.
If there remain some loose ends at the end of this process, we just have to have the ability to give some legal certainty and clarity, and that's what we'll do. And we've always said that we will allow unfettered access to the GB market for Northern Ireland businesses.
To allow that unfettered access, there need to be a set of special rules for goods crossing the Irish Sea. And for months, the EU and the UK have been drafting those together. But now the government says if the time to do that runs out, UK ministers alone will decide those rules. Downing Street says it would only involve limited clarifications to prevent legal confusion over customs or tariffs. But Labour says tinkering with a treaty undermines Britain's credibility.
What it suggests is that we cannot be trusted to stick by our words, stick by our international treaty obligations that we agreed just months ago. And potential future trading partners and allies around the world will be looking at us and thinking, how on earth can we hold them to their word? Why on earth would we strike a deal with them in the future?
The EU's chief negotiator, Michel Barnier, immediately warned agreements already signed must be respected. And tomorrow he starts the final round of talks with the UK's David Frost, aimed at agreeing a trade deal.
Although what happens on the withdrawal agreement is separate to the future relationship negotiations, inevitably negotiators will be watching progress on both sides. And I think the EU at the very start have said there will be no future trade agreement unless, all the issues of the withdrawal agreement have been resolved as well. So this won't go down very well in Brussels.
What also won't go down well is the Prime Minister now declaring a deadline of October the 15th for those trade talks to conclude. Having promised to demolish the barriers to Brexit last year, Boris Johnson is clearly ready for a bruising few weeks as the negotiations go to the wire. Catherine Jones, 5 News.